He doesn't know what he's missing. And that right there is why he's happier than you. This morning I watched my dog press his nose into the same patch of grass he investigates every single day. Same corner, same 3 square feet of earth, completely absorbed, tail moving slow and steady like a metronome set to contentment, no distraction, no agenda, no part of him somewhere else, and I was standing right next to him, physically present, mentally nowhere near that sidewalk. I was somewhere in next Tuesday, running a conversation I haven't had yet, rehearsing an argument, calculating whether the life I'm building is moving fast enough, wide enough, far enough from where I started. He was smelling grass. He won. Somewhere along the way, someone convinced us that freedom is a number. More options, more doors, more bandwidth, more runway, no limits, no ceiling, no boundaries on what you can become. We turned unlimited into a virtue, a personality trait we wear with pride. We don't just want freedom, we want infinite freedom. We want every door open simultaneously and the ability to walk through all of them at once, and we can't figure out why we're exhausted. My dog has 2 options every morning, inside or outside. That's the entire decision tree. He doesn't agonize over it. He doesn't second guess it. He picks one, commits completely, and extracts everything available from that single choice. Meanwhile, you've got 17 browser tabs open, 3 life plans running in parallel, and the quiet, persistent suspicion that somewhere out there exists a version of your life that's better than the one you're currently living, and you're wasting time here instead of finding it. Psychologists have a name for this. The paradox of choice. The more options we have, the less satisfied we are with any of them. But my dog didn't need a research paper to solve this problem. He solved it by simply never entering the game. More choices didn't make you free, they made you fragile. You look at a leash and your nervous system registers one word: restriction. He looks at a leash and his entire body lights up, because to him, the leash isn't a limit, it's a signal. It means the walk is happening. It means his human is here. It means the part of the day that belongs entirely to him is about to begin. The leash doesn't mark the boundary of his freedom, it delivers him to it. This is the thing Marcus Aurelius was circling when he wrote that a man is only as free as the discipline of his own mind allows. We read that quote and imagine breaking chains. We imagine conquering. We imagine more. He meant the opposite. He meant that freedom isn't something you find outside yourself by eliminating every constraint. It's something you build inside yourself by making peace with what's real. The Stoics weren't interested in removing limits. They were interested in understanding which limits were yours to fight and which ones you were fighting simply because no one told you to stop. My dog never got confused about that distinction. He knows his leash is real. He accepts it completely. And inside that acceptance, he is absolutely entirely free. Here's what most people don't understand about dog psychology. Dogs don't just tolerate structure, they require it. A dog without routine isn't free. He's anxious. He's scanning constantly, trying to figure out what comes next, reading every signal in the environment for information that will tell him whether he's safe or not. Unpredictability doesn't feel like freedom to a dog, it feels like threat. Give him a walk at the same time every morning, feed him when you said you would, come home when he expects you, and watch what happens. He doesn't just relax, he opens up. He plays harder, he sleeps deeper. He exists with a fullness that dogs without structure never quite reach. Now sit quietly for a moment and think about the last time you had genuine, settled peace. Not a vacation, not a drink after work, not the 30 seconds before you check your phone in the morning. Real peace. The kind where your nervous system actually believes you are okay right now, exactly as things are. When did you last have that? Because here's the uncomfortable question your dog is asking you just by existing. What if the structure you've been running from is the very thing that would set you free? Epictetus, a man who was literally enslaved and still became one of history's clearest thinkers on human freedom, wrote that freedom doesn't come from getting everything you want. It comes from wanting less of what you can't control, not from breaking every boundary, from understanding which boundaries are breaking you and which ones are quietly holding you together. Your dog lives this every day. You're still arguing with the leash. Watch him on a walk sometime. Really watch him. Every single sense pointed forward. Nose working, ears rotating, eyes tracking. He is not thinking about the walk he took yesterday or planning the walk he'll take tomorrow. He is in this grass, on this street, in this exact moment so completely that nothing else competes for his attention. He doesn't experience his 10-foot leash radius as small. He experiences it as entire, and you physically free, legally free, existentially free by every metric we use to measure these things are standing in a beautiful moment inside a life that billions of people would consider extraordinary, and mentally you are somewhere else. You are in the past, editing conversations that are already finished. You are in the future, stress testing scenarios that haven't happened and mostly won't. You are everywhere except here, and because you are everywhere, you are effectively nowhere. Marcus Aurelius wrote it plainly: confine yourself to the present, 3 words. My dog doesn't need to read them, he lives in them by default. Before you close this and decide I'm telling you to stop growing, I'm not. This isn't a case for stagnation, it's a case for clarity. There is a difference between limits that diminish you and limits that define you. There are boundaries that are genuinely worth fighting, the ones built from fear, from other people's expectations, from systems that weren't designed with you in mind. Those deserve everything you have. And then there are the limits that are simply real, the ones that mark the actual shape of your life as it is, your body, your time, the people you love, the ground you're standing on. Fighting those is an ambition. It's a way of never being where you are. It's a way of spending your entire life in transit, always arriving, never here. My dog made no such mistake. He is completely at home in his actual life, not the life he could have, not the life some other dog has, not the life he might access if only the leash were longer. This life, this walk, this patch of grass that apparently smells like the most interesting thing in the universe, he is bounded and he is free. And every morning I hand him the leash. The thing I used to think limited him, and I watch him run toward it like it's a gift. Maybe it is. Maybe the question was never, how do I remove every limit from my life? Maybe the question was always, which limits are keeping me safe and which ones am I carrying that I could have set down years ago? Your dog already knows the answer. He's been trying to show you